We are Baptist Health. We are United Way.
We are U.S. Bank. We are United Way.
We are etc. We are United Way.
We are Kroger. We are United Way. We are Paducah Bank. We are United Way.
We are Ingram. We are United Way.
The most significant thing that I've seen at the United Way is an increased emphasis on education, income, and health. Education covers a number of topics. First, let's talk about Bridges Out of Poverty training. That education is focused on adults to understand the problems and then to become part of the solution. Another example is in the Reading Pals program. The Reading Pals program at the United Way is targeted for third graders. And that education is not only for those in poverty, that education is also for the rest of us to understand how to assist those in poverty to raise their standard of living. The Oscar Cross Boys and Girls Club is a classic example of providing after-school programs to youth, to give them activities, to give them tutoring, to give them mentoring. And in that particular case, the Oscar Cross Boys and Girls Club has been able to almost double their capacity as a result of the actions of the last couple of years in terms of serving more students.
Well, I always start with telling everybody that the United Way is our best friend in the community. You know, each and every program that the Boys and Girls Clubs offer, whether it's our after-school program, summer program, or taking the kids on the trip on the weekend, it starts with the help and the assistance of United Way. At the Boys and Girls Club, everything starts with education, and it's the same way in your community. You have to have an education, have a foundation to be successful. The United Way helps us in a lot of different ways, the Boys and Girls Club, and with their support, we're able to impact one of the most critical groups in our community, and that's our youth. And with the help of the United Way, we're able to get our kids at a critical time in their lives, get them on the right track and keep them there. And we'd like to thank the United Way, because without their support and without the support of the people that help United Way, it wouldn't be possible at all. So thank you, United Way.
As middle schoolers and high schoolers, we now have our own building, and it's like a lot of space since the little kids have their own place, and so it's really nice. We always have time for homework, because whenever we get there, we go to either the game room, the computer room, or the art room, and so that's where we always do our homework, and the employees always ask us if we need help, and I like that. And with the robotics program, it's very cool because we get to build robots, and so it's very nice to participate in that. And they also have a summer program to where you can, from kindergarten to 12th grade, I think, and so it's very awesome.
CSI supports the United Way because we believe it's one of the most important organizations in our area. We agree with the focus of the United Way in the areas of education, income, and health. They're all interdependent. It's like a three-legged stool, and each one affecting the balance of the other. Now, unfortunately, for those who have either refused education or been denied it, many times the consequence is poverty. Poverty is a community issue. There's no simple fix. And it takes a focused community with a plan to systematically attack the sources of poverty. And from my perspective, the United Way is working diligently to comprehensively attack the root causes of poverty. They're doing this with programs such as the Rent and Utility Assistance with the Family Services Society and the Salvation Army. They're also doing it with programs through the mentoring and after-school education at the Oscar Cross Boys and Girls Club. But I think Mark Rank, a professor at Washington University in St. Louis, said it best when he said, "Poverty is no longer an issue of them, it is an issue of us."
The United Way enables us to be able to touch more people within our community and tell more people about what our services are. Whenever someone comes in for assistance, for food or utility assistance, we also want to know a little bit more about what some of their other needs might be. Our goal here is really not to be a crutch to the families that we serve. We feel that education is such an important piece to help them with the tools to get out of some of the crises that they find themselves in. And without the support of the United Way, we obviously could not provide the services that we do. And they are able to give us a larger voice.
The United Way means a lot to me because I've had some personal experience with it, and I was actually a recipient of some services from them. I was pregnant for the first time, and my daughter came early, and we ended up being in the hospital, in the NICU, and all of that sort of thing for a while, and I ended up being off work after that without some pay, and we had a lot of medical bills and a lot of stuff going on, so we ended up needing some help with some bills, and we came to Family Service Society. It was nice to have that there, and I think the thing I would say to people that are out there that need help is it doesn't mean that you're weak, doesn't mean there's anything wrong. You know, just because you need services doesn't mean you can't have a happy ending. We do, and her name's Kaylin, my daughter. She's almost 9 now, and she's doing great.
You know, it's difficult to recover from some of the serious diseases you have from not managing your health. And I think the United Way focusing in the community, starting out, especially with the younger years, with children, young adults, they think they're kind of unbreakable, and letting them know that stuff catches up with you, and you got to pay attention. You got to focus on your health, just like anything else you focus on. I mean, anything worth having in life, you got to work at it, and you got to pay attention to it. They're pretty engaged. They love their campaigns down at the office. We mix it up every year. So, great group of folks to work around.
Our goal at PASAC is not only to be able to provide the resources that survivors need for healing, but also to enhance the response and the support of the community. With the support of the United Way, we're able to offer comprehensive trauma-informed services to help survivors and their families through the entire process. And with the help of this United Way, we were able to open the first expressive arts therapy program dedicated to trauma survivors in the state. When we look around the Expressive Arts Therapy Center, we actually can see and feel the transformative experiences of the clients who come here to work and heal. I think of one particular client who I had the privilege of working with and the impact that these opportunities provided to her. She had been in and out of therapy for years and was really continuing to struggle. Initially, when she started treatment, she said, you know, I'm not artistic, I can't draw, I can't paint. And it's amazing to me now as I look around and see all of the works that she's left behind that really symbolize the transformation of healing when she was able to get what she really needed.
I'm John Williams Sr. I'm United Way.
I'm Pam Truitt. I am United Way.
I am Alan Treese, and I am United Way.
I'm John O'Pearley. I'm United Way.
I am Steve Palace, and I am United Way.
I am Dawn Mallory. I am United Way.
I am Lori Brown. I am United Way.
I am Brandon White, and I am United Way.